Hey guys, it's Carl. As you know, this is Thursday. Tonight is Game 2 of the NBA Finals, in which our glorious Oklahoma City Thunder are playing against the Miami Heat. Been reading some stuff on the internet about the Heat and about people saying that LeBron James faded and such is injured and this person's injured and blah 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 blah. And it's like the Heat fans and the Heat, the journalists who are for the Heat have already started to make excuses for why the Heat didn't win Game 1, why they looked the way they did the second half of Game 1. It's almost like they expect to lose. So rather than picking themselves up by the bootstraps and getting back in the game, people have already started making excuses for why they're not going to win. They've already accepted the fact that they're not going to win. They've already, started to believe maybe that they're not going to win. And I got to thinking about that. That's the way we are a lot of times in our day-to-day walk. A lot of times we come up against things in life, and we start to make excuses before we even fight the battle, before we even try. Sometimes it's easier to come up with an excuse than it is to try to overcome a circumstance or try to overcome a situation. A lot of times we look at addictions, and as we look at an addiction or something along those lines, something that seems to have a stronghold on us, we will kind of take and rather than facing that thing head on and doing what it's going to take to get past that situation, we make an excuse. Oh, it's just too strong. Oh, you don't know where I've been. Oh, you don't know what it's like to be addicted, or you don't know what it's like to have this situation, or you don't know what it's like to not have any money, or whatever the case is with that. So many times we're so quick to make excuses rather than trust in God and move forward and make the decision that greater is He that's in us than he that's in the world. And I just want to encourage you today, rather than make excuses for why you can't, find a reason for why you can. The Word says that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So rather than letting our situations, letting our finances, or whatever the case may be, whatever the giant is that you're facing, rather than making an excuse as to why you can't defeat that thing, maybe we should find a reason why we should. What if David had gone out and when he heard the giant, what if he'd have said, "Oh man, that guy's big. Yeah, there's no way. He's just too big, too strong, too fast. I've got an injury. Oh, my shoulder. Oh, I got a shoulder injury, so I can't go fight the giant. There's no way I can defeat him." Where would David have wound up? Where would the children of Israel have wound up? I know it's kind of funny to think about that, but that's what we do sometimes on a daily basis, is make excuses why we can't. David didn't make excuses. David said, "Nobody else is going to do it. I'm tired of listening to y'all's excuses. I can do this. I can take this guy down." And that's exactly what he did. Sometimes when we set our minds, I heard a statement one time that what the mind can conceive, it can and will achieve. Sometimes the battlefield is in the mind, and we have to really cause ourselves to be able to believe that we can get through something, believe that we can conquer something, believe that we can overcome something. Like the Word says, we're made more than conquerors. We are overcomers. So rather than make excuses for why we can't, let's get in the fight and let's figure out why we can. Love you guys. Love is a verb.